Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We have been in an extended cold snap here where I'm from. We haven't been above 0 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about negative 18 Celsius for a couple of days now, and haven't been above freezing in probably a week or more. So don't have much in the way of riding footage or updates on various equipment that I'm using, but I figured I'd take today to go through my primary bike, all around long duration ride bike and race bike, and talk to you a little bit about the costs that go into it and how I scored some of my deals while building that bike up. So if you've seen any of my previous videos, you know I love my Wilier 110 Air direct mount rim brake bike. Love the color scheme. I actually sought this out last year after looking a little bit. It is a few model years old, however I did pick it up as a new bike from a dealer, had it shipped to me, but because it was a few model years older and a rim brake version, I got a killer deal. So my Wilier is a 2017 model. Originally came with Ultegra Di2. I do have a video that I'll link up in the corner here for you to check out, where it was a quick walk around, one of my really old videos, but talks about the weight of it and a quick view of almost how it came originally. I did have the wheel set prior to picking this bike up, so I did swap it over. I didn't spend much time on the original wheel set, the Shimano RS21s, which I did a video of for comparison, which I'll also link up in case you're interested in that. But it did come, like I said, originally with Ultegra Di2, shallow aluminum alloy wheel set, and it was a really great all-around bike. So I don't like talking too much about how much money I spend on my cycling equipment, partly because it's a lot, and it makes me a little bit queasy thinking about how much I've actually spent on some things. And secondly, my wife does watch the channel, so anytime she sees how much I spent, I get in a little bit more trouble. So I've noticed that cycling YouTubers a lot of times don't talk too much about what they pay for their equipment, and unlike myself, who's not sponsored in any way, a lot of times they are, and they receive discounts or free product to use, which is why they don't talk too much about the price. Myself, along with I'm sure the majority of you watching this, have to shell out your own money with no discounts or sponsorships in any way to offset that cost. So if you're like me, you want to save a bit of money, I can talk you through some tips on how to do so. So first things first, the complete bike itself, which I've done a lot of modifications to since, retailed for I believe $62.99 USD, so $6,299 US. Now, because this bike was a couple of model years old and was left over sitting on a sales floor, I got a tremendous deal on it. So I got this for $4,000 shipped to my door. So huge chunk of money right off the top for what is still a very good top-end frame. Obviously, Wilier has discontinued the 110 Air, replaced it with the Pro, and have since replaced it with the Flante SLR. But this is still a fantastically light and very aerodynamic frame. I have no intentions of moving away from this anytime soon. Moving on to the next most expensive part of this build, which is the group set. I've talked a little bit in the past about the group set that I have on this bike, which is the SRAM Force AXS group set, 12 speed. Obviously with the direct mount brakes, it is a rim brake version. So this, I believe, with the shift levers and both front and rear derailleurs, retails for $1,650 USD. I actually picked this up from a retailer on eBay for about $950. So saved quite a large chunk of money there. In addition to getting a really good deal on the Groupset itself, because this bike originally had Ultegra Di2, I was able to turn that around and flip it on eBay a few months later for a decent chunk of money to offset that expense. Because Di2 products are in demand right now and there's not a lot of supply available, prices are quite inflated on eBay. I was able to turn around and sell the complete Groupset minus the crank set, which had sold separately because I had a power meter. The Groupset sold for $700. So for a net cost of $250, I got SRAM RED AXS 12-speed. Fantastic Groupset. Now, the SRAM RED AXS Groupset doesn't come complete. Doesn't come with the chain, doesn't come with the cassette, does not come with the crank set. So I had to buy all of those separate. The crank set, 165 millimeter with the quart power meter, cost me complete retail price. I could not find a used deal or a discounted deal anywhere, so that was about $950. About standard for dual-sided power meter with rings and crank arms. The pedals I'm using, Dura Ace R9100 Shimano pedals. I did find those actually locally used on Facebook Marketplace for $90 shipped, in great condition. I know pedals are a wear item, but these had very little wear on them, and the price was less than half of going retail price. Because my bike is a direct mount brake bike, SRAM only offers one version, and it's not a very good brake set for direct mount. They don't offer an ultralight red version like what they do for the standard center mount brake set. So I did go ahead and opt for the Dura Ace R9100 direct mount brakes. Again, I picked these up used on Facebook Marketplace for, I believe, $150, which is less than the cost of one individually. Moving on to the wheels and tires, the Prime RR50 SE wheel set, which I have lots of videos about, actually a playlist. I think I can link that up there if you want to check that out for different information about that. Those I did pick up brand new from Chain Reaction Cycles. I believe it was around $480 US, and that came with the wheel set, Hutchinson Fusion 5 tires, and tubes. I did not use the tires or tubes because I set them up tubeless. However, I was able to turn around and sell those Hutchinson tires for, I believe, $30. So recuperated some money there. But I did go ahead and get the Schwalbe Pro 1 tubeless tires. Now, good money saving tip here. This is not the latest version with the ADEX tire compound, but the previous version, which were heavily discounted, I think I paid about $30 per tire for that. So fantastic deal if you can find discontinued tires or equipment that has been heavily discounted. The Schwalbe Pro 1 tires are still a fantastic tire, good puncture protection, tubeless, low rolling resistance, have had absolutely no trouble with them. The bottle cages that I have on the bike, I've had since I first started road cycling with my BMC team machine, which I have in a couple of videos, and they retail for about $50 USD. However, I picked them up from Dick's Sporting Goods, and they were a buy one get one free, so I got both for $50. Fantastic deal. Always take up those offers when you find them. My Selle Italia SLR Boost Kit Carbonio saddle, I actually looked and looked and looked for a good deal used. Could not find any at all, so I did have to pay pretty good penny for that. I believe it was about $310. Still not full price, but not heavily discounted. But it is worth every penny. Love that saddle. Fantastically light. And I do have a video on there. If I can link it up, I will. But check that out if you want more details on the saddle itself. Moving down to the final few pieces. If you look at some of my videos previously, I talk about the cassette ratios. When I first purchased the group set, I got the SRAM 10 to 33 rear cassette, not discounted at all. That was $185. However, I have since went to a 10 to 28 tooth cassette, and I did find a fantastically used deal on eBay. I picked that up for $50 USD, which is fantastic with very little use. It was a buy it now deal, marked way lower than what it should have sold for. But because it was buy it now, I hit that button and got that shipped to me pretty quick. So fantastic money saving deal there. I also have the SRAM Red hollow pin chain, not discounted, so whatever retail price that was, I picked up with the group set as well. I do have the Fizik bar tape on here. No special deals on that, so standard retail price. But I do love this Microtex Tacky bar tape. Super thin, good comfort, can hold on to that in any weather. So that's a quick rundown of all of the costs on my current bike. Kind of sickening when you think about it, but it is what it is. Cycling's an expensive sport, and if you have any questions about any of my components, how I find some of those deals, which I have some more from my other bike as well, I'm always on the hunt for those. Drop them down in the comments. Hope this can help you source some good deals as well, unless you're one of those lucky few that are sponsored and get huge discounts or free equipment to use. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe for more content like this, and keep an eye on the channel for new stuff. Thanks.